Welcome ladies and gentlemen, judges and fellow competitors for joining us on this trip about the whales and dolphins stranded. We are a team from National Judo Senior High School, Taiwan Partnership.
These are the table of contents. Let's start with a quote written by Paul McCartney. It's time to end the cruel slaughter of whales and leave these magnificent creatures alone. Ships are expendable, the whales are not. Our project aims at the Ocean Challenge 14 of the UN Ocean Decade, Life Below Water.
Let me start with the motivation. First, our motivation comes from a news report about a baby killer whale stranded in CHUN-CHIAO, which made us realize the importance of whales and dolphins in the ecosystem. Second, we discovered some serious problems behind the strandings and hope to raise the public awareness, promote the ocean literacy around our generation, and support the UN 14's development direction. That's why we decided to make the solutions and to explore how high school students can contribute to marine protection through civic action. Our oceans are home to whales and dolphins, the vital indicators of ocean health. The purpose of our research is to gain a deeper understanding of their causes and impacts. By using the big data analysis, we can validate inferences, reveal the environmental threats, and directly support the Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water, in helping us to protect marine life.
These are the research methods and materials. First, collect data. Second, find out the possible key reasons for strandings. Third, use big data to observe whether it roughly matches the inferred reasons. Fourth, use big data analysis to compare and find out whether it matches the results. 5. Get data related to cetacean stranding and know the real reasons. And at last, confirm the variable causes of cetacean strandings.
Today, let's meet 3 cetaceans in Taiwan. The first one is the Chinese white dolphins, prefer shallow coastal waters near estuaries and mangroves. In Taiwan, they live between Miaoli and Chiayi, usually in small groups under 10, and they are highly social, communication done through the sound and touch. The second is the right porpoises. They are dorsal finless, and with narrow rigid and broad rigid species. They live in the shallow waters and are often seen stranded on Taiwan's west coast. They travel in small groups of 2 to 4. And the last one is bottlenose dolphins, are widely distributed, found from the coast to the open sea. In Taiwan, they appear from Yilan to Taitung. The group sizes vary, but strandings happen across the island. By understanding these species and their stranding patterns, we can better protect Taiwan's marine ecosystem.
Now I will introduce 3 significant whales in Taiwan. The first one is sperm whales. They are widely distributed in the deep waters of 3 oceans. It has a habit of long-distance seasonal migration, but the time and route vary in different sea areas. Recently, there have been cases of juvenile sperm whales stranded in Qingtan, Hualien. Secondly, fin whales are widely distributed in the world's oceans and can be found from the polar to tropical waters. Seasonal migration is a notable feature for fin whales. They make long-distance north to south migrations every year. Lastly, pygmy killer whales. They are the smallest whale, with males and females of similar size. It is named because its skeletal shape is similar to that of a killer whale, but its body size is much smaller than that of a killer whale and is a different species. It is mainly distributed in tropical and subtropical open oceans, often appears in deep waters and rarely approaches the shore. There have been several reports of pygmy killer whales getting stranded in Taiwan's water in the southwest, Yilan, Hualien, and Taitung waters in the spring, but the cause of the strandings is still unclear. These are the 2 charts. The first chart is distribution map of types and numbers of stranded whales and dolphins in 2024. The second chart is monthly average of the number of stranded whales and dolphins over the years. Next, I'll introduce our problem analysis. We used the Ministry of Interior's data system to obtain seafloor topography data in the CHUN-CHIAO area to verify whether topography is the cause of cetacean strandings, and use globe and NODAS data to verify whether ocean current temperature is one of the causes of cetacean strandings. Below, we first assume that terrain and sea temperature will affect cetacean strandings. First, topography changes affects their ability to navigate through the ocean. Cetaceans rely on the sonar to determine terrain and direction. If the seabed terrain is complex or changes rapidly, it may cause abnormal reflection of sound waves, which in turn affects their navigation. The coast of CHUN-CHIAO and Miaoli has shallows and sandbars, which may interfere with the sonar of whales and dolphins and cause them to get lost. On top of that, temperature changes caused by changes in ocean currents can cause cetaceans to lose their sense of direction. We found that the number of stranding incidents increases significantly in April to May and September to October each year. In addition, big data shows that the sea temperature changes significantly through the monsoon changes in April to May and September to October, so the ocean current temperature is taken into consideration.
Using a multi-dimensional marine information platform, we also the seafloor topography extending 20 kilometers outward from Taiwan's CHUN-CHIAO seawater beach. The chart showed that the terrain fluctuates rapidly from high to low elevations.
From the data, we see that stranding incidents increase sharply each year in April to May and September to October. By analyzing the big data, we discovered that these periods coincide with significant sea temperature changes caused by the monsoon transitions.
Furthermore, during our literature search, we found cases of stranded whales and dolphins along the coast of Chiba, Japan. Our study revealed that the seafloor topography extending 20 kilometers from the Chiba coast also exhibits rapid fluctuations and complex features. This further confirms that the potential cause of whale and dolphin stranding is related to these topographic variations.
The ocean currents in CHUN-CHIAO is very complex, especially during the monsoon transition and period from April to May and from September to October. These changing ocean currents can cause a significant temperature changes, which can confuse and disorient the cetaceans, leading to strandings. And a notable example is the incident on April 3rd, in which 33 dolphins were stranded in Chiba Prefecture, Japan. The data showed that the Japan Sea temperature changed dramatically from April to May, and confirming the link between the sea temperature changes and the whale and dolphin strandings. This evidence shows the fact that changes in ocean current temperatures can cause whales to become disoriented and become stranded.
Based on the seabed topography map of the CHUN-CHIAO coast, along with sea temperatures data and statistical charts of stranding events, we conclude that fluctuation in seafloor terrain and ocean current temperatures are the key reasons that affect the navigation of whales and dolphins. The batch corresponding to our research reports are ION data scientist ION make and impact ION collaborator. In our reports, we use sea temperatures data from Globe along with data from other websites, analyzing and discussing the information to support our hypothesis. Additionally, we also carry out an activity with the middle school students by creating multiple situations of cetacean strandings. They can figure out how to save the animals in a short amount of time. This report was completed by successfully carrying out our individual tests and collaborative solving problems as they arose. We also have an ION STEM storyteller badge. During our outreach events, we discuss our current research with middle school students, helping them understand the potential cause of whale and dolphin strandings. The above are the literature's reference and data applications with sites that we consult. Thank you for listening.